Hey YouTube, this is Steve from Average Joe's Fantasy Football, and we've got another mock draft video for you guys. Again, this is for our 12-man leagues that you guys have been asking for. This is a PPR league, so I want to make sure that obviously everything I'm picking is to be based off the PPR algorithm and kind of making sure we got the right players for that. This is now going to be the third spot in the 12-man league, so that way I can help you guys out with what you should be thinking about, kind of the logic of why I draft certain players. And of course, being that the preseason, the second game is happening, all of the starters are playing for the first, if not second, quarter, so that we have a good understanding of who's going to play, who's going to be the starter, and kind of what they look like. And then obviously next week will be all backups. So this is kind of the week that we kind of determine that stuff. So I'll have my rankings after this weekend. That way you guys are ready to go if you guys have any drafts coming up like I do. So if you are new to the channel, and you do like what you see from this and it's been able to help you, please hit that subscribe button down below. Also hit the notification bell so that way you guys get our upcoming rankings, upcoming set and start videos when those start coming out. And then of course any podcasts we've got going on for the season. Also follow us on Twitter and Instagram. That way you guys can answer, ask any questions we have, answer them, hit our DMs, comment down below, whatever it is to help you guys with your upcoming draft and of course upcoming season. We want to make sure that you are a winner this year. So we're going to jump right into this. We are in the third spot. And being in the third spot, of course, you're definitely going to go after a strong running back, right? My logic is always running back, running back, running back. So right here, you see Kamara, McCaffrey go off the board. It's a no-brainer for me. I'm going to absolutely go Dalvin Cook. For me, pass great. He's a pass option for PPR. Great running back. A little bit of some injuries you're going to have to worry about sometimes, but I like having Dalvin Cook, and I'm not afraid to do it, all right? So kind of surprising to see Kelsey here in the middle. You might see some guys kind of draft him more towards the end of the first round. Not so much in the middle, but hey, you never know, right? You got some guys in your draft, I'm sure, that will do that. So now that I've got my starting running back, I look at what other options I have at running back, because again, I like to do running back, and then what other options I have a stud wide receiver. So for me, I'm looking at this. Justin Jefferson's an absolute stud. I'm going to go after him. I can't lose out. I'm not going to miss out on a good wide receiver to help with this team. Now you look at running backs. Now, in the previous video I did a Clyde Edwards-Helaire, which is a great option. For me, I'm actually going to end up going with a great wide receiver, and that's going to be Keenan Allen. So two good receivers. And again, being that's PPR, sometimes that can make or break your league. You've got to have some good wide receivers. So I'm going to go risk it and hopefully get a good running back on the turn. Sometimes you're going to miss that where you see four straight running backs go, and you might not get that solid RB1 in the RB2 slot. And I understand that risk, and sometimes I want to show you videos like this to kind of give you the idea of what could possibly happen. So you look at the running backs that are available. You've got Etienne, you got Hunt, Gaskin, Robinson, Javonte Williams. I'm not sold on these guys in the fourth position. Don't like it at all. So for me, I'm going to actually fill out the receiver spot for a good flex. I'll go Robert Woods here. Could go tight end. I've seen tight end as a good option. Now I feel more comfortable going with a running back like this as far as value goes, so I didn't lose him here, and I'll go here. So for me, I'm actually going to end up going to, and this is a risk, okay, I'm going James Robinson. And the reason why I like James Robinson, he's still the goal line guy. He still has a lot of the first team snaps in this offseason, preseason games. I still believe in him. I think he's going to be the better option. Etienne, I think, will be the future for Jacksonville. But right now, I still will go after James Robinson. And as the fifth round, I'm okay with doing that. So yeah, I'm a little bit more of a heavier wide receiver spot, but I'm okay with that. Now let me look at tight ends. Again, these tight ends you can pick up a little bit later. You go quarterbacks. Okay, not 100% sold. Let's see what kind of running backs I can get here. Great. I've got a Chase Edmonds, who's a great option here. Mostert's a great option here. And then even, a Trey Sermon, who I like a lot as well with Mostert. I'm actually going to end up going Chase Edmonds. Again, he is the starter for Arizona. He could potentially be a really good option for this season. So I like him a lot here. Wide receivers, I can fill two more spots for the receiver spot. So I want to, again, fill that up. I'm going to actually end up going Chase Claypool. Again, another high upside player who's going to offer some good bye week fill, maybe some flex based off options. Maybe even as a trade bait with some other players to kind of get what you're really looking for, right? I think about a lot of different things when it comes to that, and that's one of those things I think about. So here with a turn, now we're in the 8th round. I'm going to absolutely go with a Damien Harris. So if you guys haven't been following, Damien Harris looks really good. Sometimes it's scary with the Patriots. You never know what they're going to run. They can sometimes run a James White, different options for whatever scheme, whatever team. But for me, Damien Harris is technically the RB1, and I didn't really give up a lot. I gave up an 8th round pick. I'm all for it. Now I'm going to go to quarterback, and here's where I'm going to steal a nice Ryan Tannehill. I like what he's going to offer. And as you see, I'm glad I did because you see some of the quarterbacks going in the 9th round. I'm okay with getting a quarterback in the 8th, 9th round pick that can still offer the ability to be a top 10 quarterback for me. Ryan Tannehill is that guy. You've got 2 great receivers on the outside, a great running team to help with play action and things like that. And, of course, he has the mobility. A lot of people kind of forget he is a very mobile quarterback. A lot of people kind of sit on. So I like him a lot. As far as tight end, I'm not crazy about Irv Smith as far as a top option. But what I do like about Irv Smith has the ability to actually be a great tight end as a tight end number 1 for this upcoming season. He showed flashes last year, and obviously he kind of shared the limelight with Rudolph. Now that Rudolph's gone, it's really Irv Smith's team, and Kirk Cousins loves the tight end position, so I like Irv Smith in the 10th round. That right there is going to be a nice little sleeper for the upcoming season. So I've got 4 running backs, 4 receivers, and I can fill in 1 of each. So let's look at receiver. You got Gallup, Mooney, you got Bateman, Elijah Moore, who I love a lot. Look at running backs. You got Tony Pollard, Jamal Williams, Phillip Lindsay. I'm actually going to end up going to Darnell Mooney for Chicago. Look, he's going to be a great option opposite of Allen Robinson. I like what you're going to see of his future. He's a good sleeper in this upcoming season. Again, I wouldn't draft him super high. This is a great spot. 11th round. You don't feel like you lost a lot? Let's go for it, man. You want to get good players in the right depth. Even in these spots, you look at a Russell Gage, who's got some great options, maybe even a Marvin Jones. Those are some good options. Now I got one more running back and absolutely love getting Phillip Lindsay. Phillip Lindsay is going to be a great option for this upcoming season, especially for the Texans where they need as many weapons as they possibly can to have at least some type of chance of winning a game this year. Right? That's something they really struggle in. I'm going to fill in another backup tight end, and part of that I'm going to fill in is actually going to be Jared Cook. Jared Cook actually could be a nice little steal, especially since Herbert actually liked the tight end position. He's going to be the guy as far as the tight end goes, and he's got a lot of weapons around him. Cook's got the talent. He's got the ability to be a red zone option. Again, he's not going to be my starting tight end, but he's a good option to kind of fill in. So let's fill out the defense. Again, I'm going to go Denver over these options. Denver's got some great studs in the secondary, and you've got some great pass rushing capability with Chubb and obviously Von Miller coming back from injury. I like Broncos a lot. I think they have some really good upside. And then, of course, my boy Greg Zuerlein. Can never go wrong with that guy. He's Greg the Leg, and for a reason, and I love picking him up every single draft. I feel really good. So you guys see kind of the strategy I went a little differently this time. I went a little bit more wide receiver heavy, and you still were able to get some good running backs. Again, not RB1 in the second slot, but I still feel really good, especially when I got a good option at number 1 as far as Dalvin Cook. Let me know down below in the comments how you felt about the draft, what you would have done a little differently, or if you have questions about your draft, trades, anything like that that's going on for you for this upcoming season, let us know. Again, hit that subscribe button and the notification bell. Help us grow this channel so we can provide more information and more insight for you guys. Hit up our socials, and what I'll do is catch you next time.